Hey, you're early. Well, welcome to my home and welcome to the dinner party. I'm so glad that you're early because now you can watch me prepare my cream cheese crouton with a mushroom sherry sauce. And by the way, I'm Bettina Benson and I'll be your hostess. But before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to Paula Dean and Kraft for allowing me this opportunity to share my cream cheese dish with you. Well, before we get started, I need your opinion on something. My husband doesn't think these gold placemats go with this place setting. Well, what do you think? Because I like it. I'd be interested to know what you thought. But anyway, alright, well, it's time to get started on that. Here are your ingredients. For the crouton part of the dish, what you'll need is 9 slices of wheat bread. That's going to yield you 6 servings. And the star of the show, Philadelphia cream cheese. I just have 1 block here. And for the mushroom sherry sauce, what you're going to need is 2 cups of sliced mushrooms of your choice. It doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. You'll also need 1 cup of sherry cooking wine, 1 cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of minced shallots, and this is optional, but it's something that I like to use, black truffle salt that I put in the mushrooms to kind of kick it up a little bit. Now, what I've done here is I have this thing that I'm going to use, the glass actually, in place of a cookie cutter, to cut out 2 circular pieces out of my wheat bread to toast for my croutons. Now you're probably wondering, what's she going to do with all that leftover bread? That's so wasteful. But don't you worry. I've got my bag of bread here that I'm going to use when my husband and I go to the duck pond to feed the ducks. That's something that we love to do on the weekend. So that's food for the ducks. What you want to do is after you cut these out, you want to add them to a cooking sheet that you're going to broil, that you're going to bake on broil 2 minutes each side. And I've already pre-baked these little crisps, so these are going to be my croutons. So now I'm going to get started on sauteing my mushrooms. What I've done here is I've melted 4 tablespoons of butter. And to this melted butter, you're going to add your mushrooms. You're going to let those cook up and saute. It's going to take about 5 to 6 minutes. And over here, I've added a little bit of olive oil to this large pan. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of minced shallots. I'm going to let these shallots saute until they're soft and transparent. So we'll let that cook up a little bit. Let my shallots saute for about another minute. Do is I'm going to add my sherry cooking wine. And this is 1 cup again of sherry cooking wine, and we want to let that reduce to about 3/4 of a cup. That'll take about 2 to 3 minutes. And these mushrooms are going here. Try not to splatter butter all over the stove. I'm kind of a neat freak when it comes to the kitchen. These are getting nice and butter coated. Gotta love that butter, huh? So, a little bit about this recipe. This recipe was inspired by a chef here in New Orleans at her restaurant, and you know, I love to come up with my own recipes, and you know, the recipe was okay, but one thing that was missing from this recipe, from this dish when I first tried it, was the Philadelphia cream cheese. And I said, you know, if I add this Philadelphia cream cheese to these croutons, that will really, really just kick it up, and you know, that'll be the creme de la creme of appetizers. So I know this is going to be a huge hit at my dinner party tonight. Alright, well now we're ready for the heavy cream. Again, I said 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we've added this to our sherry wine mixture, so now you're going to have a nice and creamy sherry wine sauce. And we can add the lid while this simmers a little bit. Just turn it down now to medium-low. We're going to make sure we finish up these mushrooms. They're about ready. And you know, one great thing about this dish is that once it's plated, I mean, the presentation is fabulous. Your guests will think that there's a gourmet chef in your kitchen whipping up this dish, but as you can see, just a few simple ingredients, just a little bit of time, under 10 minutes, and you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful appetizer. Now the mushrooms are ready, and at this time you can add these to the sherry sauce. I'm going to make sure that we stir this all together. And let that simmer a little bit. Alright, now it's time for the star of the show. So to plate this, you want to take 3 of these crisps or croutons. We're going to go over here. And grab our Philadelphia cream cheese. And you want to spread the cream cheese between each crouton. Spread a generous amount. As you can see, I have plenty of Philadelphia cream cheese, so don't have to worry about running out. If you want, you can put a little bit on the top crouton. There we go. And we want to make sure our sauce is nice and combined. And I think the sauce is ready. So now that we've finished with the cream cheese crouton, what you want to do is take this mushroom sherry sauce and pour it over the crouton. A couple extra mushrooms in there. And this, my friend, is my cream cheese crouton with a sherry mushroom sauce. Now before my guests get here, I just want to make sure that it tastes just right, so I'm going to have a little bit. There's plenty left over for the guests. Dig in there. Get a mushroom. Mmm. Fabulous. I'm telling you, this is going to be a hit at the dinner party. But now that you've seen me make it, you can replicate this dish at home for your own dinner party. One more bite. I wish I could share some with you right now, but sorry. But I hope that you can make this dish at home, and I hope that your guests love it just as much as my guests will. Thank you. Bye.